showed you this in a previous video and said we'll come back to this, and that's where we are today. I gave everyone in the class a packet of things to use. Some of the things in that packet are these pictures, which are from Gecko Gals. This clock, which was just white and I painted it. This is a napkin, cheesecloth, pieces of cardboard, and the jelly plate prints that they created. We tore them up and we put them in the background. And the pictures were added as well. They each made their own rendition of this, and this was my sample, and I'd like to add some dimension to this. I'm going to start by adding some darks, and I have some distress crayons, and I'm going to stay within the colors. I have this chipped sapphire crayon, so I'm going to add a little of that here and here. I like that. I need to add it one more place. How about a little bit right here? That looks good. I can activate it with water. See, I like those prints to be pushed back and into the background, so that's why I'm not outlining them completely. I'm just putting some on the edge. I'm starting light so that I can add more later. Now I'm going to take this one, which is Mermaid Lagoon, add a little around here, maybe some on her dress, maybe some under here and under here. Add some water. Start light and then go darker. You can always add more. This area will pop because blue and orange are opposite on the color wheel, and we know that when you put those next to each other, they vibrate. I like this blue along the edge. It gives it a little bit of a frame. Let's try some orange. Spiced marmalade. We'll put some here. By putting it like that, it's going to move our eye around. It was very pastel before, and now it's starting to look like it has more life. I like that. I also like the bright color, especially for a summer collage. Now I'm going to add some yellow. I'm going to use the mustard seed. I think it looks good with the vibrant colors. And so you can see how these brights really do bring this to life. Let's make her hair kind of blonde. Why not? Why not? Sun shining on these ladies. This is Digital Images, and if you follow Gecko Gals, sign up for their newsletter, you will get freebies, which is awesome. And her prices are amazing. It's always very generous when I worked on her team. So the colors are vibrant. Now I need to add some darker colors. I like that muted blue, and I have a Gelato from Faber-Castell. It's also got a little shimmer. I'm gonna make some greens where it mixes with the yellow, which is fine. I do have some purple in here, so I now have another Gelato. So I'm actually going where I see there's a little bit of that color in these areas, and so we're just going to accentuate that. I'm feeling like I used a little too much, so I'll just take a paper towel. I like it around shadow though of her chin. That looks good. That looks good. I want to wash that out here. So I'm going to add a little bit of the blue here and here. And here. And there I want some more yellow. And maybe a little bit of orange. And be sure to use a brush when you scumble like this that you're not worried about ruining. This is of a little brush from Harbor Freight. I'm gonna cut the bristles short because it's an old brush anyway. I've got a lot of them. I make myself a scumble brush. There, I gave it a haircut. Now I have a great brush for scumbling. The only thing with these brushes is that the metal on them takes on this rusty goodness, which is fine with me. I don't like to worry about brushes. I just like to have fun. Oh, look, we left some up here. I just like the idea of the color running off from the edges of the clock into the background. I think that's kind of cool. It certainly does look different than it did. Let's do some more blue up on this edge. And if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I really would appreciate it if you would. It will really help me to grow to my first 1,000 and beyond so that I can continue to make these videos. And you can also do this with paint. What if I add some hickory smoke around the edges? I don't think vintage photo is what I want. I think maybe the hickory smoke. It's my new dauber. Yeah, I'm kind of liking that. I'm going to dry my brush and just kind of blend this in around the edges. Put some hickory smoke here, here, and here. Need a little bit more. I'm going to go for my pinks. Okay, when that dries, I'm going to add some yellow paint. Very bright. I'm just adding a little bit of red in with my yellow paint to give us more of a shadowy color. And we're almost done. What do you think? I think I need to mute it a bit. I know I'm crazy. I go back and forth. That's how you learn things. So I'm going to spray water on these crayon marks and paint marks. I'll just go in and tap some of the color away, which gives it texture and removes some of the brilliance. Yep, that's better. I'm thinking maybe a little more purple. So I have this purple, Seedless Preserves. Not too much, because it's kind of an accent color, but it's so effective and pretty, isn't it? That's so cool. I love it. I absolutely love it. I'm happy. So far. Something was missing. So I decided to look through my stash of three-dimensional items, and I found once again my bag of crushed shells. Going to the beach on the Gulf Coast, you can find layers and layers of crushed shell, just waiting for you to scoop it up and put it in a bag. Little tiny shells, broken shells. Check out the size of that one. Just fun stuff. I am going to add some to this collage with the gel medium once again because it dries clear. Just a spatula from the dollar store. I'm going to add some up here where this little girl is. Might be fun, as if she is looking for shells. And then perhaps some here right next to this picture of the sea. And I'm going to put some of them on there. So wherever I put this, the shells will stick. And I'm just sprinkling them. I've got some big ones there. It's all right. Sprinkle the broken ones. You can also stick in a few of the bigger ones if you want to. Everything that doesn't get glued down will just fall off. Very easy, no stress. And then if you want to add more later, you just let it dry. Okay, I just dumped the shells off, and you can see that there are some areas that are blank. What we can do there is wait for this to dry, add more medium over this, and add more shells. Just so you can see, I added shells here and I decided that I didn't like them all the way over here. So I smushed them, just smushed them away like that and added some here so I get more movement like that. There's still some glue that's not dry. It will get clearer as it sits, but if you look closely, you can see how it gets clear and you can see the shells. There's a lot of texture in this and I like it so much. I'm pretty happy with it.